Hello again. My name is Amanda DeWald, and I am the founder of the Happy Root family. I am a registered nurse, a Young Living Gold leader, a wife and mommy of two, as I had mentioned in our previous video. And today I was asked to talk about business tips. I was asked to, if someone came up to me and asked me, what are your top 3 tips for working the business? What would I tell them? And this is tough because I have like lots of tips, as I'm sure all of you do as well. But I narrowed it down to 3. And I have notes with me here because I tend to ramble and talk a lot. So I'm just going to stick with my notes so that I don't take up all of your day. And the first tip I'm going to start with is find your passion, your why. So, like what we talked about in the previous video, and never give up. Never give up. Never. And I know that seems super simple, and you're like, oh, well, duh. But let's get real. Life happens, and things get hard. And so it's not easy growing or maintaining a business. It's just not. The key is to not give up when it gets hard. Always be learning, always be growing. And if you're feeling like giving up, reach out for help. That's one thing that's so amazing about Young Living is the community and the resources and the tools that we have. Reach out for help. If you're feeling stuck or you're feeling like you want to give up, find someone to help you. Find someone to support you. And that doesn't necessarily have to be an upline leader. I am very blessed in that I come from an amazingly supportive team, but I know not everybody has that. And if you don't, that's fine. Find a crossline leader or find even a downline leader. Find anyone. They don't even have to be in Young Living. Just someone who can help you with your business and help you to keep motivated and help you to achieve your goals and stay on the right path. So find someone who can help you and never give up, because if you don't give up, you can't fail. My second tip is always be active and learning. So whether it's learning about Young Living, whether it's learning about products, whether it's learning about your team, whether it's self-development, whatever it is, keep learning and keep growing and keep active. I know, oh my gosh, her name is escaping me right now. The spotlight from last week. I'm so sorry, I can't remember her name. But she talked a lot about being active, and like when she slows down, her business slows down. And that's so true. Stay active and keep fresh, keep motivated. And I know that personally for me, that means attending events, going to any Young Living events that I can, going to my downline events, going to my upline events, going to crossline member events, anything. Because when you go to a Young Living event, there's so much energy and so much passion and so much creativity. And it's so contagious. You go and you get super pumped up and excited. And on your way home, well, I don't know if you're like me, on my way home, I'm like, video recording, or not video, I'm sorry, audio recording on my phone, all of these things that are running inside my head because I have all of these ideas about things that I want to do and implement and start and try and whatever. And so I'm recording all of them because I can't even wait to get home because I'm just have so much going on in my head and I'm so excited. So if you don't have time to make it to events or you can't for whatever reason, well, firstly, I would say cut out the excuses, because I was the queen of excuses and my business didn't start growing until I finally realized, hey, these are excuses and they're gone. I'm just going to stop. I'm not accepting the excuses anymore. So, but that's not, anyway, that's like a whole nother talk. So if you can't attend events, then there are so many other resources and tools that you can use. Me, specifically, I like learning. I like growing. And so I have this whole bookshelf of books that I would love to read. and I will one day read. But speaking of excuses, with two little kids, it is so hard for me to find time to sit down and read. And so instead of letting that excuse stop my business, or stop me from growing, what I have come up with is that I do have time for audio recordings. So when I'm cooking breakfast, I'm listening to audios. When I'm folding clothes, I'm listening to audios. When I'm cleaning the house, I'm listening to audios. When I'm in the car, my poor kids, most parents have on like, like kid songs or whatever for their kids in the car. Nope, not my kids. They're listening to Dale Carnegie or Adam Green or Melissa Pepping or whoever else it is that I'm deciding to listen to or being motivated by that week. So you do have time, make the time to be active and be learning. And another thing is that I'm always asking for critiques. We all have room to improve, always. So if I throw an event, I'm always asking, like, what could I have done better? What did you like? What didn't you like? If I have a webinar, if I have a class, anything, I'm always asking my husband, come to my classes, critique me. I asked when my sister was in town, I had her come to a class, like, what can I do better? I always want to be learning, so that's super important. Tip number 3 would be step outside of your comfort zone. And this one is, I have a hard time with this one. This one is difficult for me because I like playing things safe and I don't like being pushy, and I like staying inside my little comfort bubble. But the times that I have pushed myself, I have seen the most growth. So I know that that's what I have to do. I just have to get there. And if you're like me and tend to keep it safe, what you can do is you can get an accountability partner. My husband is my accountability partner. He pushes me to do better. He motivates me. He holds me accountable. And so he is the person who has helped me to grow as much as I have. Because he's constantly asking me, like, when's your next class? How long ago was it that you did a webinar? Have you followed up with this person? What promos are you running? There's a holiday coming up. What are you going to do for that? Or, whatever it might be. And when I don't do it, he's like on my butt. So make sure you have an accountability partner, whoever it is. My husband's mine. He's the reason that that we have gotten this far in our business. And so I encourage all of you to find someone who's going to motivate you and encourage you and dream big and go get them. Crush those goals. Reach that dream. And lastly, I just wanted to say that everything that you're doing, communicate that with your leaders. So learn so that you can teach them and they can teach their leaders. And I know it's been said like 100 times by like every leader, we want to create duplication, and that's so important. So I think this video is getting long, so I'm going to go. Those are my 3 business tips, and I cannot wait to hear all of the business tips from everyone else because I like learning, so I look forward to hearing them.